You know, it's really never been more over than this for the Payday community. Like, it's over. And it genuinely is a shame, because the game has been improved so much, the progression is so much better, and, you know, playing it recently, it's a lot of fun. That is not to say that it wasn't, you know, an issue at the start, because, oh my god, it was like probably the worst progression in any video game I've ever played at launch. Basically, you could only progress by, like, you know, doing challenges and weird shit that I didn't want to do. And so that meant I kind of stayed at, like, a pretty low level and couldn't unlock anything else. Like, just for perspective, people who I just started playing with, who just got the game, were at half my level. I'm not one to offer, you know, criticism without, you know, offering a solution. So what's my solution for Payday 3? Add Sydney. And also Jacket. So yes, with the advent of the 400th Sydney video on the channel, I felt it was time to return to the hypothetical Payday 3 Sydney. And why I want it so bad. Alright, let's do this one more time. Payday 2 had some pretty insane lore that I'd gone over previously, but to recap the ending, basically Bane, the heist contractor, was dying, and they swapped his body with the President of the United States, who happened to be Q from Star Trek.
And follow our forebears to make this country not one, or two, or three, or two, or one, or three, or four, but 3 times 1 times 2 times 4 times 3 times as strong for future generations.
So, everyone got a happy ending, including Sydney, whose ending was a reference to her voice actress, who is a humanitarian, which is really sweet. And then the events of Payday 3 started, where all the heisters were kind of on the run now that their money was stolen. We've kind of fixed that for a lot of the main heisters, but where does that leave, you know, characters like Sydney, or Jacket, or Jimmy, or Duke? I talked about it a bit in my previous video on the subject, but, you know, the differences between in-game Sydney and her ending are quite stark, and had some people polarized. Because you go from in-game Sydney acting, you know, crazy, you know, a bit like this. I hold my weight, bitch, riding in the... To someone who's like...
Hey, where are you going?
Uh-oh! I got you!
Yeah, so it's hard to, you know, combine those two characters, but, you know, to keep, like, the homage to the real-life actress intact, we kind of have to include it, because, you know, it's nice to do. Because while Sydney is crazy and has a lot of crazy voice lines, there's also some like this.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Oh, sorry, is this on?
And hey, you guys can hate on Sydney all you want, but guess what? She designed most of the masks. In my original video, I thought the idea of bringing Sydney back as a straight-up heister might not really work, as, you know, her ending was her becoming, you know, more of a good person and humanitarian stuff, and I think it'd be a little bit weird to go back on that. Well, it would be awesome to have her back, and yeah, I think it could work, obviously. I had an idea that she could be a, you know, mission giver. Imagine like a heist where you're going up against poachers and you have to steal their, like, wealth or whatever. You know, stealing from people who steal. As for how I would change Sydney's design, well, I haven't changed my old design that much. Made the jacket a bit darker. Made that a bit more purpley and red. I think having red accents really suits Sydney. And as for Jacket, looking at his ending, it's very strange where he basically gets rid of the tape recorder gimmick and becomes like some kind of digital person and starts a gang in Miami, being like criminals. I know you guys know I'm a fan of the Jacket Sydney ship. I think it's really cute. I'd love to see it in game, but I mean, not hold my breath. I would not know how to reconcile Jacket's ending with Sydney's ending and how they'd get along. But one of my favorite things with Sydney, and I hope that they hold on to it if they bring her back, is that she is, you know, kind of out there crazy, and I like that about her. Sydney's crazy, Jacket's a psychopath. You know, maybe they can make it work. I hope they get added to Payday 3, but, you know, not hold my breath, especially now that, you know, everything's gone to shit. I really am sad by the state of Payday 3, since it's a genuinely great game, and it's gotten improved way more since launch. I mean, it's been a year, but, yeah, I just, you know, I guess it's just how it is sometimes. I really highly recommend you guys play the game if you have the time or money for it. I think you'll have a lot of good time. Definitely find me on there. But hey, you know, let's hold out hope that Sydney and Jacket get added. And Jimmy. And Duke. And Bonnie. And no one else, really. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah. Love y'all. Bye, Payday 3. So, that's number 400. What's in the future for me after number 400, Sydney? I don't know, another 100 Sydneys to get to 500, I think. Yeah, you don't think I'm going to stop drawing Sydney? It's never stopped being fun. Genuinely, I still really love making videos for you guys. I wanted this 400th Sydney to be a little bit special, a little bit fun, you know? I've been working on this video for like 2 weeks, so I'm sorry if it's a little disjointed, a little out of whack, but I wanted to make it actually like make sense and get all my thoughts about Payday 3 into one video, and you know, just kind of celebrate getting this far with Sydney. Did I think this gimmick would get me this far? Probably not. But I'm happy it did, and I'm happy you guys are still really enjoying the Sydney videos, the Sydney drawings, you know, whether they be lewd or safe for work. I'm actually getting pretty good views on them. I don't know if I told you guys, it's been a really good year for me. Probably one of the best years, probably the best year ever for views and, you know, support from you guys, and it's been really nice to see, and I thank everyone, all my patrons who stuck around, all my new patrons. It means a lot. I really hope that Payday 3 improves and, you know, gets a better crew. And I hope they add Sydney because, you know, I can't be the only one keeping Sydney fandom alive, you know. I'm not, I can't be the one guy. So yeah, here's to 400 Sydneys, and here's to another 100 more. I have plenty of ideas, don't worry. Alright, well, I guess I'll wrap this video up, but, you know, what's missing from this? Obviously, a good Sydney voice line to go with the drawing.
This gonna be a ripper of a day.